What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Dream Council podcast, and this is episode 56 of Dream Council Live. My name is Desmond, the administrator of Dream Council, and on today's show, we're going to talk real quick about the KOF 14-second trailer that just came out a couple hours ago through the Sony, it was an Entertainment Korea conference, and released also by SNK Playmore, and we're going to just talk about it real quick with our, just first thoughts and opinions and impressions so far, and maybe kind of speculate on what they might do in the future, with the game. And with me right now, we have Malik. What's up, Malik? Let me try to. Hey, what's up, dude? How you doing, bro?
What's going on, man? Not much.
Yeah. Same here. Yeah, I was actually working on my computer and whatnot, but I was like, yo, let's talk real quick about this, man. All right, and and I want to introduce from San Francisco, California, man. We have Reiki Kaito, man. How you doing, bro?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Oh man, I'm doing good. I just want to talk real quick with y'all about the teaser trailer, the second teaser trailer for KOF 14 that just came out a couple hours ago. Is that right, or is that?
Yeah, a couple hours ago.
Okay.
I just heard about it as soon as I got home.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, before we do that, just want to do some quick promo and plugs. Where to go? Promo plugs. All right. Chat with us at the chat box if you want to talk with other Dream Council visitors and people that post in the forums and video on the front page and whatnot. Shout outs to MexiKOF, shout outs to Team Chaos, shout outs to Orochinaji. View the forums, the Dream Council forums via Tappa Talk. Shout outs to Video Games XD. Yep, buy KOF 13 Steam Edition on your PC. We had a Steam battle last week. Yeah, Sunday. And we had a good amount of people flowing through and whatnot. It was kind of hectic, man, because we had a lot of people from many different parts of the world joining us, and it was kind of an international chat. So there was like all these different languages and stuff, and I think some people kind of understood what was going on. But we had at least we had at least over 20 people joining us, and we had some good sessions that Sunday. Yeah. So we had a lot of fun. A lot of people show up for these online sessions. It's just been growing and growing these past like 3-4 Steam battles. So if you play KOF on Steam, just stay tuned for the next one. Buy King of Fighters 2002 Unlimited Match on Steam. We might do a Steam battle soon, similar with King of Fighters 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition on Steam. Grab that. What else?
Yes, sir.
Shout outs to Dream Council Cup t-shirts. If you order the Dream Council Cup t-shirt through our Teespring, you should get one right now. It should be at your
mine's
door.
came today. Yep, it came in the mail.
Yeah, I'm wearing it right now. Actually, yo, check it out. This is me wearing the shirt. Wheels at Casual.
Oh, mine's is in New York, so.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I thought I would be there.
How much that cost?
We had it just for like $25, man. The thing is, the Teespring is over, but if you still want one, go ahead and get one. It'll if you want to like restart the campaign
Donation.
Yeah. 10 more people have to be interested. You know what I'm saying? And also, we have it up at our dreamcouncil.spreadshirt.com if you would like to get a shirt.
All right.
And this is the back, and it has the list of a few of the tournaments that were part of our circuit.
Nice.
Yep. And I believe that they should be maybe $20 or so. I don't know. If you want to check, I just put it up like yesterday back on the Spreadshirt site. And also, we do have Dream Council Live T-shirts. I
think I want one. I think I'm gonna get one.
I decided to make a shirt, man, for the podcast. So if you're a fan of the podcast, please grab a shirt at dreamcouncil.spreadshirt.com. And I want to shout out some tournaments that are coming up. So we have Lone Star Munition 3. This is going to be in Houston, Texas. Yes, and this is going to be November 14th.
14th.
Indeed. Same with the Battle Royale.
Hey.
Yeah, you could tell everybody about this, Malik.
Oh yeah, well, let's say the KOF Battle Royale 2015. I guess you call it Part 2. It's just it's mainly a high stakes KOF 13 tournament we did for the Tri-State. We did one last year. There's actually a post on the main page for DreamCancel.com. Made a post on it highlighting a pretty hype match from there. So it's gonna be fun. Like even if you go to spectate, it'll be fun. There's also tournaments for KOF 98 Vanilla on the Xbox 360, 2K2 on the 360, and Final Edition on the PC. So it's not just 13, as people might think it is. The 13 is the hot rollers because that was my main incentive, to do it because that's the game I go in for. But I love all the KOF games and I like SNK, so I figured to show everybody, all the games love, and I made them a little cheap price too, just $5 to enter, just to get people to play. So.
No, that's really good. How high stakes are you talking? High stakes.
Well, it's 25 to enter per person, and 13, and there's a $500 pot bonus, top 8 split. So.
Oh man, that's rent money.
Well, it could be essentially, potentially, but this is once a year. This is a once a year thing. So, but yeah, we wanted to make it special. Got Arturo to stream it. Team KPB is gonna stream it. So it's gonna be 2 streams in the same venue. Yes, all KOF.
Man, that's gonna be amazing. I'm looking forward to that.
Hope so, man. Hope so. I know Vicio's working on the stream for his because he's got Did he say who's coming to his event? I don't want to say it, and
I think maybe Cannibaleto might come by. I'm not sure, man.
Okay, I'll
wonder,
tell it anyway.
I wonder if he's up. I might see.
He's not up. He's probably sleeping for work.
Okay. We'll ask him. We might do a podcast next week to hype everything up if that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. I know Mysterio and Cannibaleto are there. There's somebody else too. So. Yeah, we don't have any stream details yet, but he's working on that. But yeah, that's gonna be hype too. And I'm still in Texas. I want to go to that, but we'll see what happens. I don't think I'll be able to due to restrictions, but yeah, like November 14th, definitely KOF day.
Yeah, for sure. I'm actually gonna run something here at the house that day too. We're gonna stream and maybe watch you guys play as well. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. All right, let's keep going. NEC 16.
Oh, man.
And this is going to be December 11th, December 12th, that weekend.
11th through 13th.
Okay, great.
I will be there, guys. So if you want to play some games, money matches, whatever, hit me up.
And there will be a bonus pot, right? Is that correct?
1150.
Is 1150?
Yeah, because we donated. Wise got donated. Garu Mike donated, and Rome. I don't know what, I forgot his hand. I don't know what Rome himself. He donated. Like we all donated to the pot bonus. But people have to enter. Like we can actually get more money if we get 62 entrants to pre-register. That's why I've been stressing the importance to pre-register, because Biggie will, he said he'll throw us some more money for other stuff as well.
Biggie has definitely been pushing for KOF for a long time at least in our little group.
Yeah, he has. Like, just some players are lazy with pre-registering and stuff. So and it's like you can't really get help. We can't really get help if you don't help them out, you know what I mean? So.
No, I hear you. I mean, I've gone to a couple of tournaments. I've been a judge and sometimes even TO for the local Southtown Rambats that we had, and people don't show up sometimes, and that really screws up for the arcade. and sometimes even for the venue.
Yep, it does. It really does. But I think NEC will be a top 8 split as well. So.
Huh. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, we're more on community and community incentive, bro. Like, even the winner's gonna get rewarded, but everybody's got to get rewarded at this point for trying, because we only gonna care about ourselves.
Yeah, that's good, man. So if you get out your pool, possibly you might get some money. Yeah, we did this at a combo breaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoever got out their pool, they got like at least like $50 to start with. Yeah, well, oh man, almost like triple double, man. So yeah, thank goodness for that. And I know NEC 16 is gonna be great, man, with that fat pop bonus and a lot of good games as well.
Yep.
All right.
I'm looking to blow it up in Guilty Gear.
All right, that same weekend, Fioretica is going down in Costa Rica, and is also part of the Dream Council Cup circuit. And yeah, it's going down in Costa Rica, December 12th, 13th.
Yep. Vicio's going to that.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. And last but not least, we finally got the date for the Dream Council Cup Finals, which is going to be at Winter Showdown 3 in North Glen, Colorado. And it's February 20th and 21st. And yep, this is where the journey to Dream Council Cup ends.
The first one.
Yes, indeed. And it's going to have 13, 02, and 98. And the Winter Showdown event will also have the first Colorado tournament for Street Fighter V and Exert, for people that play that as well or want to try it out. But yeah, this is where it all ends for our first Dream Council Cup circuit, Winter Showdown 3 in Colorado. So if you're going, go ahead. If you would like to donate to the pop bonus, because we want a good pop bonus for it, man. That way people can come out and make it worth their while. Like if you're running any tournament, if you're having like a bi-weekly tournament or something like that, or regional, and you want to give a certain amount of the pot for the bonus pot, feel free. Just let us know. We'll take whatever that you're willing to give, and will be much appreciated. And we also want to send out a player too, an international player, and we'll talk a bit more about that.
Another podcast.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the date. Originally, it was going to be in January, but we decided to hold it back another month. That way we can hype it up a little bit more and try to raise a little bit more money for it, and for it won't kind of be next to or the same weekend as a few tournaments in January, but yeah, Winter Showdown 3, February 20th, 21st. Mark your calendars. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna save up and go.
I want to go. I really do, but I'll see what life is saying.
Okay. All right. Cool. All right, so let's talk about this teaser trailer for KOF 14, the second teaser trailer. The first one we were talking about it, and some people had some mixed feelings about it, or some people had some strong feelings about it. So it came out a couple hours ago. It's funny, somebody posted it up earlier. I was up at Casuals, and I thought this was a joke. I thought like some troll posted up a little fake video. I didn't check it. That was my fault. But after seeing some other people posted, some more kind of prominent and popular people post up the link, I was like, oh snaps! And plus, it didn't have the when you see a video link on Facebook on your phone or something like that. It'll show the preview of it. All I saw was just the link, the long link. It wasn't nothing else. So, I didn't check it when it was fresh out the oven. But when I got home and I checked it out, I was like, oh, okay, all right. So, Reiki, man, if you don't mind, can you show us the video? I know it's not going to be 100% in full like motion, but we can kind of like chop it up and kind of see it in its kind of slower form. That way we can talk and speculate about it.
Okay, just give me a sec.
Okay.
All right, so I got it screen shared. I'm gonna move it all the way back. All right, so you want me to just play it slow-mo or pause when you want me to?
Why don't we watch it full, all the way through once, and then like maybe just like kind of pause it in between and stuff like that.
All right, no problem. All right, ready, go.
Okay, yeah. Dang, this is more stop motion than I thought.
No, it's definitely hype.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna put it back to the beginning. All right, so I mean that was a really good trailer in terms of just showing like gameplay content. I mean, it doesn't show a whole lot, but it shows enough to get you kind of tantalized for what they're gonna show you at PSX in the next couple of weeks. So I'm really excited about that, and I'm really looking forward to going there. I'm actually putting away some money right now so I can buy my ticket so I can go over to there. It just so happens to be in my hometown, San Francisco, so you know I'm going to be right there.
Yeah, that's pretty.
It's in San Francisco. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's in the Moscone Center.
Oh man, that's okay. That's cool. I didn't know it was going to be there. I thought it was going to be like LA or something. Cool.
People are coming here just so that they can go and play that game just for a little bit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. It'd be nice to see a whole lot of different people, especially people I haven't seen in a long time. But yeah, talking about the trailer, a lot of people were complaining about the graphics, and I was really upset about that because, I mean, a lot of people don't really understand that this is still kind of like in beta stage, and so is Street Fighter V, for example. I mean, their graphics aren't amazing, and I'm sure it's going to get much better over time. But looking at KOF, it's not the best in terms of graphics, but it's still looking a lot better. Although it looks like Hakan is in Street Fighter 4 when he's all greased up. So no, I'm not even gonna play. It does look like that, but I mean, it looks a lot better than the first one.
Okay, why don't we play through it and just kind of like stop it at every like 5 seconds and kind of see what what we can kind of talk about through that.
All right, just the safe word is go.
All right, go. All right. Okay, we saw this before. This picture before, you know what I'm saying? Like when the first trailer came out, we saw the bodega, Quarter Circle 4A. Okay, like a lot of people say like it looks kind of awkward now, like his back is all straight and stuff like that, and and it does look a little on the like stiff side, and what I was kind of thinking of like are these just brand new 3D models, or are these the ones that they used for 13 that they had to like trace over with with pixels?
Well, that's a good point.
That is a good point. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, they move a lot like 13 models.
But well, I was gonna say the 13 models they look more like smooth, but I guess like from what I saw, like when it's in 60 frames per second, it just looks kind of like stop motion-ish, this real like Gumby-ish. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of
like y'all remember the KOF 12 like trailer, and you saw everything move. It looked like a Disney movie, man. It looked like it looked like just beautiful animation, but it just looks kind of
different.
So you can go ahead.
Yeah, I mean it looks different, and I can definitely see where people can get that feeling from, because not only is it 3D models, it doesn't feel like there's the level of detail that you expect from like a KOF 13 or KOF 12 game,
Mhm.
where they they have excruciating detail almost down to the pixel. Here, it kind of feels like, his pants are just kind of like pasted on there, and his clothes just look like, freaking dress up doll. So, yeah, I mean, I can see where people can complain,
Yeah, me
but
too. I
I
mean, yeah.
I'm gonna say if we just base the fighting game on graphics, then is it really a fighting game?
Right. Yeah. That is true. I understand. Cause me, man, like I always kind of thought, and a lot of people always thought, like King KOF, it was never like a super pretty game. It was
It
more
never
like
was up
stylized.
until 12 and 13. Like I actually had
Right. Well,
some
for
friends that said like they wouldn't have played 13 if it didn't look, as visually glossy as it was, and I was like, oh, that's just kind of interesting
right.
coming from like Guilty Gear players when that game is kind of gritty. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Yeah. That is.
the old style.
Yeah, man. And also, like it's funny because for me, when I first saw like '96 and like '98, I thought they looked nice up close, but around that time they were like Marvel versus Capcom 1 and like Alpha 3 and stuff around that time. So
It was mad shiny.
yeah, but I
Yeah.
always like the kind of the grittier kind of like look of KOF, 96, 97, 98, 99 and stuff like that. And it was just more about like it was more about the gameplay. It was more about the style, the aesthetic, the music.
I still think it looked good too. Honestly, it's just a different type of like
It's more
it's like mainstream, yo. It's like if
yeah,
something's not mainstream, it
right.
looks ugly or whatever. Like
Right.
and,
But I
you
do,
know,
I kind of understand people coming from when they see this and then like we just had 13 and 13 looks like beautiful.
yeah, I
It's like,
know.
it's like,
I mean, I get it too. Like I think we all get it, but it's just
yeah,
like this is not a finished product, and
yeah,
you know how KOF games are. Like
right, right,
they come out with another one like a year later or a year and a half later.
right. Somebody pointed this out in the Dream Council chat that at the end of the first trailer, it says these images or whatever are taken from development. You
Yeah.
know,
I mean, I'm not surprised. It's probably a really hard beta or alpha, really. This is probably not what. This is probably really old footage. Something that they're really not interested in releasing, but they're probably doing it begrudgingly because they need to get out there and people are saying bad things about their game.
do
Yeah,
you?
well, I mean, now, say one thing it did get is the controversy, man. I went on Twitter and I was just like, oh my God, why are people talking about KOF so much? And then I went on Facebook. I'm like, oh, the trailer came out, and I was like, let me
Yeah,
watch it.
yeah. Do y'all think that this will look the same as the playable version up at PlayStation Experience?
I'm not sure. I mean, it
Okay.
really depends on how far away their actual release is
The
and
release is like
how
in February, I think.
really? I thought
Yeah,
it was way for. I'm expecting them to push it back, really. But if
I
it's
am
in
too,
February,
to be honest.
yeah, I honestly don't think. I think that's way too little time for them to just announce a game and then we're like, oh, 3 months later, here you go. Nah, I don't think that's a really great idea at all. But hey, I'm not the manager and the CEO of
Yeah.
SNK Playmore, so I'm not even gonna talk about that. But
Right.
do you guys want to move on to the next 10 seconds? So,
Oh yes,
all
please,
Yeah,
please.
sure.
right, here we go. 5 seconds.
Uh,
All right. So, you want me to go for that last second?
Yeah. We got to see that fire come out.
Yeah. There we
that's
go.
my man's.
Okay.
I'm kind of sad that they're using NES Kyo again. Like I thought it was gonna be traditional Kyo again. I was kind of hyped.
Yeah, I understand how you feel, man. This is like evolved Neskio, man. This is like, oh man, like freaking America's Next Top Model Kyo, you know?
What me and my friend said? Like, I made a little thing on Facebook about on Twitter too. I was like, yo, like Jan, I like how Jan is Yori and how they got. My boy was like, yo, it's like Mago is Kyo. Like, it was mad funny.
Right. Oh, the screen went blank. Oh, here we go. My fault. Oh, all right, cool. We got Leona.
Yeah. I like how it's Claw Yuri though. I like that they kept Claw Yuri. Like,
Maybe it's a mixture of both.
that would be freaking awesome, to be honest. Like, Yori's he kind of needed to change, dude. Like, cause he's played so traditional for so long. Like, Claw is a really like fresh breath of air. And
Right.
if they do combine the two, I'm not against that at all. Like, that's sick.
I mean, it would make sense, but I honestly don't think that. I mean, just based on the storyline, right?
Yeah, he got his flames back.
When he got his flames back, it pretty much invalidated the entire story where he didn't lose his flames. So, I mean, he wouldn't have had to practice actual, non-fireball martial arts in order to do that. So, I mean, maybe he wanted to practice and get up on Kyo and whatnot, but I don't really see our main man Iori actually putting in effort.
I don't see that either.
It just doesn't seem like Iori.
It doesn't.
All right, go.
Yep, keep going. Did it show Leona? Oh, okay. We can stop right here.
Yo, Chang.
Chang. We could talk about Leona in a little bit later, but yeah.
You want me to move back to Chang? I can go back frames.
Yeah. Let's go to Chang.
Yeah, see, that's like Claw right there. Yeah.
All right, here we are.
Chang. All right. Firstly, I do like this stage.
Yeah, this stage was cool.
This looks tight. This looks reminiscent of KOF12. The daytime stadium stage. And I like, you see the little camera cranes in the back, and you see the little Titantron and stuff, and the crowd is all the way in the back.
Wow.
Looks like a concert.
Yeah, it does.
It is a concert.
And there's 3 spaces where you can see the game happening in real time.
Right.
It's really great. I like it.
Right.
It also reminds me of Capcom versus SNK.
Oh yeah, CBS. Yeah.
The first one.
The second one. There was a stage at the end
He's talking about the arena.
Yeah, before the boss, where they play in an outdoor arena. That one looks almost exactly like this.
Is it the one with the ring?
The ring. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Got it. Cool. Yo, can you go a frame or two ahead to see a little bit more of Chang?
Let me play the video. Oh.
Okay. I like that. Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll keep it there.
All right. Cool.
Yeah, it looks like he's doing a standing C.
Yeah. Do y'all think this view is going to be the main view for the game, or they're going to push it back? Because it looks kind of KOF12ish, the way they kind of have the camera.
They might push it back.
I don't see why they would, unless they're really hurting for money. I don't see a reason why they would release so quickly.
Okay.
Right? Unless they really want to get a product out there and they're just gonna improve on it as it goes, then I have absolutely no idea why they would want to release super fast. But then again, that just means that we don't know something.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I don't think so.
This costume, it looks like Chain is just out of jail, man.
Well, he's always in and out of jail.
You know that, yeah.
Oh, I thought he was like reformed and stuff, like
Kim tried.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Kim tried.
But you know how Kim's justice is. It's overwhelming.
No, he wasn't feeling it. Then he went back with Raiden and frickin' or Raiden and frickin' yeah. And they decided to make their own little gang. Frickin' jokers.
Okay.
We also don't know if this is going to be a prequel or something.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, we don't really know the story. Like what? Like
I don't think it will, but that's a good point.
I mean, you know how Street Fighter is. It's like, hey, Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter 4 before Street Fighter 2. I'm like, or
Oh
was
yeah,
it in
Street Fighter
between
4
Street
before
Fighter
3.
2 and Street Fighter 3? I'm like, what is
The
this?
alphas before those, and yeah. I
Yeah.
hope KOF is smarter. SNK is smarter with their franchise and keeps it forward, not pull
A Street Fighter.
like
Yeah.
please don't do that.
No. No, I'm good.
all right. Should we take a look at Leona?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see if I can get some footage.
Okay.
Or this is going to be the end.
It should be like before.
Yeah, let me... Alright. We got Leona.
Hide on.
Look like
Alright.
she just finished doing the moon slicer.
Alright, let me see if I can get a frame before it. Well, that's unflattering.
Okay. That looks cool.
Alright. So, again, we still have the kind of weird, almost two-dimensional graphics in a three-dimensional model that is reminiscent of an alpha stage. It's like, it doesn't look like it's fully shaded in. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can totally see that the dimensions are there, and there are details that are present. You also see in the back area that the character has changed. You actually see that it's a full flowing stage that changes depending on the character. So I mean that's pretty cool.
Hmm. Okay.
It again. I'm still kind of thinking this plays a lot like, or it looks like it feels like 13 almost. Just from looking at it, maybe I'm doing the same thing that someone else was saying, like, oh, this looks like 96. Nah, I haven't even played it yet. But, I mean, just looking at the combos and whatnot, I could kind of feel like I'm playing 13 as I'm doing this. So, but then again, the most integral part of 13 is the HD system. So as long as we don't see that, it's really not 13.
Yep.
Yeah, I know they're gonna play with a different kind of system. Man, SNK they do it in every game. They never carry stuff over unless like it's the strikers. You know what I'm saying? Or the
striker.
But even like the extra system was just in '98 and like in the ones before that a little bit. The charge the charge bar.
Yeah.
But we'll see what they're gonna do with 14.
Let me see if I can get a different frame with her.
Okay.
I'm kind of looking forward to that, actually. Just thinking about it, like, oh, what are they gonna do? Oh man, I'm gonna probably play Kyo again. Damn it, it got me.
What did I do? No, I don't want NorCal Regional. Stop that. Bad game. Sorry about that. Alright. Going back to this. Play it a little. Okay.
Oh, she's doing a close
stand short.
Stand B, excuse me, yeah. B.
Yeah.
I was going through all the letters. B, B, C, T, B. All right, cool.
She even gets her her combo into her forward B and then into an air slasher. That's pretty cool. I don't know all of her moves, so I'm gonna say bad things.
Yeah, don't let Visio hear that.
Yep. So
that's nice right there. Yeah, that's a KOF 13 combo.
I thought she had that in other games too. Hello?
I'm trying to think. Like I don't think it was
she had that in other games.
I don't know if she could combo into that, but
yeah, no, she couldn't. No, she couldn't do like close B into the overhead like that.
Yeah, because she could do like crouch short. Crouch B, stand B, forward B, and then
right
slasher.
Yeah, in
I
other
didn't know
games,
that was a 13 only thing. I didn't know.
yeah, just the normals, but the overhead into the to the air slicer move or whatever is it's possible in other games.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty good. I mean, that's a nice combo right there.
Yeah, that looks. Yeah, it probably. Well, dang, it might be a lot of like 13, but without the hyperdrive system, just with a different system. I
I
kind of see
mean,
that now.
if they took the hyperdrive system out, a lot of people would stop complaining about how one-hit deathish the game would be.
Who,
So,
who knows though? Who knows? Because we
yeah,
don't know what kind of thing they want to add into this game.
yeah.
Like
I mean,
it's,
we
it's still
can't
not one
speculate from
touch.
5 combos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, we can't. We really can't. But I don't. I think if they were gonna have hyperdrive, I think we would have seen it by now.
Oh, I don't know. They might be holding on to that. I mean, they hid this game for a while. I mean, they got this far without saying anything.
This is very true.
yeah. They
That's
did
very
kind of
true.
keep it in the dark, man. As far as like HD, and like the other systems, they kind of they hide those features until the game is like
Pretty much
ready
done.
to be played. Yeah, because I don't remember like with 13 seeing anything about hyperdrive if I clearly recall. And even in KOF 12, they didn't even show anything about the
Yeah,
the
they did.
comp
I
the
remember
counter
that.
thing. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't show anything about that until you actually played the game. So
Yeah, that sounds a lot like SNK.
Yeah. Saving surprises.
We didn't know
yeah,
anything until the game was actually out.
right, exactly.
But that's normal. I mean,
Nah, that's
that's
cool.
how
I
it
mean,
used to be.
that's fine. Yeah, nah. Sometimes you got to keep it like that to keep, shit interesting.
No, definitely. It's interesting. I'm very interested now.
It's got all. It's good, man. It's got Twitter talking like, oh my goodness,
Yeah, I'm
boy,
reading on my timeline too, man. I'm
bro.
seeing.
I'm so ready to just block everyone. Like,
It's like waifu confirmed. I'm in for KOF 14.
bro, it's not even just. It's all the negativity.
Oh,
That's
just the graphics.
yeah. Like, I'm like, yo, that's one aspect. Like,
Yeah,
I
people
hope the
saying
graphics
bring back the sprites. The thing is like I feel them, man, but like
do they know how much money that shit costs? Like,
I
dude,
I
that's so much
I know,
money.
but like again, dude, like why can't they reuse the old ones, man, and just like the ones from 13 and just spruce them up a little bit and then boom, they don't gotta remake new sprites.
I see
You know
what you're
what I
saying.
mean?
I don't know. I mean, if they wanted to show any like changes to any of the characters, like if there's some sort of story they're trying to play, or they want to move the story along to some kind of different aspect or whatnot, just make some sort of change to the KOF universe. They're gonna have to make some changes somehow. So they're gonna have to edit
Yeah.
some things, and this is
Yep.
just an easier way for them to edit their merchandise.
To do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Okay.
agree.
Well, I guess. I mean, if they were to use the 13 sprites, then they'll need to have it be called 13-2 or something, or like, what I mean?
yeah. I mean,
Dream
But
match.
down the line, they still have those resources. So, I mean, they could use them somehow, but I don't know if they're going to ever use them again just because it's just too expensive.
Yep.
expensive
Agreed.
to put them in another game.
Well, I think expensive to even
Because they don't.
add, like adding new characters, you'd have to go through the whole rigmarole of that again, and I don't know if that's even feasible.
Willing
But
to do
but
that. Yeah.
but do we know how many characters they made total?
Well,
You
Adult
mean
Idol
in
was supposed to be
13?
playable for 13.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot of sprites that they wanted to add into the game, and they probably just couldn't. I mean, you look at Mr. Karate and freaking Billy. Billy is practically not finished. Like, there are a lot of frames of him playing that are not complete. They just kind of cut to another spot. And you can tell that they didn't really finish with that character, even though they probably really wanted to.
Yeah, that's probably what I didn't add Adelaide.
Yeah, I'm sure they really wanted
I
to.
better see him in this game. I'm sorry. I'm salty about that. Yes.
Yeah, there's so many people that wanted so many characters, but I mean, that's the
He's actually an
beauty.
important character though to the the story or the
Of
last
course,
arc. But yeah. Anyway.
somehow missing.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still pretty excited for the game, man. I would like to see the gameplay footage and whatnot. I want to play this game. I want to see what else that they put in the game. I want to see. Oh, yo! You got to go back real quick to that Mad Catz Neo Max real quick.
That's why I said his claw.
Right. Yeah, that's.
Oh, so let me hide this, then go over there, and maybe pause that. There we go.
Yeah. Now that looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it
Now,
does.
where is the opponent? Is they in the slashes? Or they like? Is this a different angle?
I'm actually thinking they're doing the same thing they do with Guilty Gear Xrd, and then they're
Oh,
pretty much
they
cutting
changed
to a
they
cinematic.
changed the view. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Because the 3D model, they can change to cinematic, and then they don't actually have to draw out something different. They can just kind of change the angle of the camera to show something different to make it look cooler,
Okay.
and then add a little effect. I mean, it's much easier that way too.
That makes sense.
So yeah, you can get the same effect that you would for Neomax without all of the,
Huzzah.
yeah, the super duper frame pixels all over the place.
Oh,
Yeah.
in your face type stuff. Yeah. Okay.
But there's some, spectacular things that I would really like to see that, will probably look really crappy in 3D. Like, for example, Maximus Neomax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like,
Oh yeah. See that beam just kind of.
yeah, I remember in
Hit 'em.
other games, like in Maximum Impact, that it looked really bad. But then again, in other games, it wasn't as spectacular as 13. 13 made that look awesome. Like a Kamehameha out of his chest. I was just like, oh yeah, I'm pulling that off all the time. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, visually, that was amazing. If they don't make it look that amazing, I'll be like, but that also depends on if Maximus is in the game.
Yeah, that's
And then
true.
I'm going to cry if he's not, because he my bro.
Right. I remember when we did the podcast about the first trailer, Mario was saying like this might be like a setup for KOF-15. Do y'all think that may be true?
I do. Yep.
Yeah, I feel like they're going the way. I mean, they got rid of their patchy slot business. They're focusing more on game development. They got bought out by China. So I mean, they're looking towards continuing their franchise. This isn't going to be a one trick pony. They're looking to develop this into something bigger.
I sincerely hope that they use this to kind of like as like a platform to like patch the game up more and more like throughout the months or even year or two or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like add different kinds of like DLC content, probably more like different like balance patches, probably. That way we're not just like playing the same game for the next like couple years. You know what I mean?
I mean, they have to compete with Street Fighter V, and Street Fighter V is saying, hey, we're going to give you new content every 2 months. If you can't compete with that, then, I mean, you're pretty much out of the game at that point.
Yeah, agreed.
So, I don't know a lot of studios that can keep up with that, but I'm sure there are going to be a lot of studios that are going to try.
Right, okay. Another thing I was kind of concerned with, man, I sincerely like pray, man, that the game has good net play, man. I know like we've been wishing for this since KOF 12, 13, and then Steam Edition is kind of a little upgrade, but I just hope, man, that we can kind of get something really just solid as far as like online play for 14.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just like wishing upon a star, man. You know what I'm saying? And then like I hope they just don't just blow it again, man. Like I feel
got
like I
faith in
don't trust them, man. You know, when it comes to that net play, I just really hope that they make something good with it.
Well, Malik, did you want to say something, or do you want me to like step back? Cause I want to say
No, I
something.
mean, you go ahead. You can keep talking.
All right. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. So, I mean, they got bought out by China, and they've also. This isn't their first go around with netcode. I mean, they tried Steam 13. They've been trying to put 2000. They put 2002 out there. I'm assuming that they're getting used to working with computer tech and also trying to get the games on computers. So they realize people are not going to play in the same room. And since they've been marketing more and more towards Steam and also mobile games, whatnot, and also knowing that they're going to be dealing with a big market in China, in America, in South America, they need to have really good netcode. I'm fairly certain they're not expecting anyone in 2015 or 2016 to play in the same room anymore. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that was the expectation with 13, and 13 started off as an arcade game.
Yeah. Yep. That's true.
And they were just like, you know what, let's slap in a couple of things, add in a little netcode, here you go. And I'm sure that they learned their lesson the first time. They're like, okay, this isn't going to work. We need to make some changes. And they tried to make some changes. That didn't work out so well. But they kept improving and improving, and now it's livable. So I'm fairly certain they're going to make that from the ground up.
Yes,
It's really
I was about to ask that, man. Like, do you feel like they're building like online play with this game, like in tandem, just like they're like just fine tuning this game to make it just optimized for for online net play as much as they can, rather than just like throwing it in the programming code like they did with 13.
I think they're working on it.
Okay,
I think they're being integrated.
I sincerely hope
Dude,
so,
that'd
man.
be stupid at this point. Like,
yeah.
this is an arcade, like,
Okay,
exclusive port.
all right, yeah, okay, I'm all right.
We got to give them a little bit more intelligence than that.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, man. Cause like I mean, I felt kind of gullible when KOF 2002 and 98 UMFE was on the QQ Tencent client, and they had rollback on theirs. And when they said it was coming out on Steam, I was like, oh, they might have rollback too, since it's on the QQ client. And then next thing you know, they're using the 360 ports, and they're just using the net code from the 360 ports, which is the input delay, and it actually is good. It's good. It's just not like coast to coast play. I think what people want, right? People want to play people from across the coast, or they want to play people across the pond and stuff like that. Like the net play for 2002.
I want to play Malik, I want to play Malik.
Yeah. But
vice versa.
The net code in those games is more like just regional play. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could play somebody in the East Coast. I could play people in the West Coast. They may have like 4 or 5 frames of delay. Reiki, you could probably only play people in your coast and maybe like a little north, a little south.
Yeah.
East Coast, they can only play East Coast, maybe Midwest. But West Coast to East Coast is like struggling,
Yeah.
That did not happen.
Right, but people want it to be like almost. I hear very good things about Killer Instinct's netcode. I haven't tried it, but I'm hearing a lot of good praise about their netcode.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I sincerely hope that this is close to the same for SNK, man, for this game.
One thing that I wanted to add, I mean, I really enjoy like listening to podcasts about video games and stuff like that. One of the series I like to listen to is Extra Credits, and they talk a little bit about like coast to coast play and netcode in one of their series. And one of the things that they mention is building aspects of a game after a game has already been released is really hard to do. Like, it's difficult for you to change everything about a game to work around this aspect that you're just going to throw into it. It just doesn't work. So the fact that KOF 13 was an arcade game, and then they tried to make it into a console game, and then they put it into a computer game, that was just really difficult for them to kind of work with because the game had already been set. I mean, there were 3-frame normals. Things that need to be addressed immediately when you're playing can't be addressed immediately because it's not designed that way. For example, take BlazBlue. BlazBlue is built around netcode, and it's a little bit slower in terms of responding to things like grabs and normals. So, and it's hard to believe that considering that BlazBlue people are running all over the place, but still, that's the point. It's that they built that in knowing that it was going to be an online game. I honestly feel like 13 was hard to do because they had built that game only to be played in the arcade, and then they were like, oh, it's really popular, let's move it to console. And then they thought they would do the same thing that they did with 11, which, it doesn't work that way anymore. So, honestly, I feel like they've already invested a lot of money into trying to work on netcode, especially for 13 in the Steam edition. And we met all of those developers that were, really nice and talking about working on stuff. And we got a good opportunity to meet these people, and we know that they were working really hard to get KOF 13 Steam edition working. So, yeah, I feel like they're really thinking about 14 and online play, and they've already invested the money in order to do that. They've set up the groundwork so that they can do that.
Right. Okay. All right. Yeah, I agree with you on all that, man. Yeah, that makes sense.
I can't really say nothing either.
Yeah.
You hit it right on point.
Yeah, good points made.
Thank you.
All right. Well, All right. Well, what else from the trailer, from the video, we can kind of see?
If we play it, which I'm going to do right now, burn to fight.
At the end of the trailer, do they say anything else?
They say 2016, and that is it.
All right. Stop right there. The in-game footage has been taken during development.
Thank you.
Yep. It's all development footage. Alpha. Maybe even a Greek letter before alpha.
Oh, whoops. All right. During development. Okay.
Yeah. So that must mean that the footage they're using is not the same now? Maybe? That's what I'm thinking. Like, they say the in-game footage has been taken during development. Does that mean development's done? Or that how far away was development?
Yeah, we don't know that.
Yeah. Those are really interesting questions.
Development could be when people are going to be playing it at PlayStation Experience. You never know.
It could still be in development. It could also be completely different. And development could have been a year before. Or a few months. Who knows?
All right.
So, if they're using... But what's really weird is that they might be using footage that's a year old. That doesn't make sense. Unless they're really trying to troll us.
I don't know, man. That's too much of a troll and a risk to just, like, give people, like, footage that looks mediocre. And they're getting this bad, like, kind of backlash from a lot of their fans. And then what's going to come out of it? And then, oh no, this is completely different sprites. Like, like what? Like, I don't know. I don't know.
I honestly don't know either, and I'm kind of thinking.
I hope it looks. I just personally hope it looks a little more smoother and a little more better than what we're seeing now.
Yeah.
It's going to, man. It's going to.
Okay, I'm just hoping.
I think people need to have more faith, yo. Like, to be honest.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I agree, man. But a lot of times, like first impressions are important, man. If you're
lasting, no, we know, but like,
yeah,
they say it right there. It's like it's in development.
Yeah, that's true. And on the flip side of that, when the 12 trailer was out, people was hyped. And guess what happened? The game just, you
To
know,
mush, boo
it
boo.
wasn't all that hot, man. I mean, it did have some cool like presentation, um, kind of concepts and stuff like that. Like, for example, the confetti falling at the end of the matches, and the stages look nice and stuff like that. But the gameplay just wasn't that hot, you know.
You can dress up crap and make it look pretty, but it's still crap.
And the net play, oh my God, it did have lobbies though. It did have lobbies.
Ah!
It did
I
have
remember. Yeah.
it did have spectator mode, but it was just so slow. Oh my goodness, man. And I think they also experiment with some sort of like rank system. You remember in 12?
Yeah, they had a ranking system. Yeah.
Online, yeah.
Boy. Well, who knows what's gonna come out of this? I mean, they might take a lot of different inspirations from other games to kind of keep it going. I also saw a couple of combos that I saw from Keo that are the same from KOF13, maybe different.
Right.
He did his, when I was younger, I used to be able to say all of those moves so easily. Now I don't even remember any of them. Oh my goodness.
Like
I'm
the
so
real
bad.
name? The real name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can't remember, but it's the up kicks. I feel so sad saying that. Yeah, but yeah, up kicks. Did that into DP. I mean, I think that's an EX Keo combo, but I don't know if that's from the older games or not. Like, it was just so easy to combo into that. It just seems, almost like 13. I don't know. Seems really fluid. That's what I was saying. Just very fluid linkage in a combo. It doesn't seem to be any type of move canceling either, too.
Right.
Like, we haven't even seen like super canceling.
Can y'all hold on for a sec? I'm getting a call from somebody. Hello? Hello? What the heck? Hello? What in the world? This is from I think somebody's trying to join the show. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking. It was on my phone. Damn. Yeah, I think somebody's trying to join the show, man. They called the Dream Council Google voice chat thing, and
What the?
yeah, but it's all good. But yeah, all I'm saying is that yeah, I'm kind of I'm ready to see more, and I'm ready to kind of see what other people are saying about it, during a PlayStation experience. Again, I mean, yeah, the graphics ain't that high, but I hope and know for sure that the gameplay will be, and maybe the graphics might look a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too. Man, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well, yo, let's get up out of here, man. I didn't want to talk on here too long, and I was kind of in the middle of doing something, man. So why don't we give a few shout outs, and then we'll see everybody maybe next week for a podcast for KOF Day. So
Awesome.
yeah. Malik, shout outs.
Just shout outs to everyone, man. Shout outs to Tri-State. Shout outs to Kings of Co, especially Pedro and the crew for holding it down for Dream Cancel Cup. Yeah, man, just shout outs to everybody playing KOF still. Like, don't ever stop playing.
Cool, great, man. All right, Reiki Kaito, shout outs.
Right, so shout outs to my friend N4US getting top 8 at Canada Cup. Good job, man. Shout outs to Hell Pockets every Monday, SDR or Super Desperation Radio at I Play Winner. Shout outs to I Play Winner. Best place ever. Shout outs to the entire KOF community for still existing, still pushing the game. Shout out to Dream Cancel for holding Dream Cancel Cup and also holding it down for the KOF community. And shouts to Mom. Thanks, Mom.
All right, great. Shout outs real quick. Gonna do this again by KOF 98 Ultimate Match Final Edition on Steam, along with KOF 2002 Unlimited Match by KOF 13 Steam Edition. If you still want a Dream Cancel Cup shirt, go to dreamcancel.spreadshirt.com, and it'll be this design with the letterings on the back of all the tournaments. Well, not all the tournaments, but most of the tournaments. They're in the Dream Cancel Cup circuit. Here's a hoodie. Here's me wearing the T-shirt. We was at the mall playing KOF. Get the Dream Cancel live T-shirts at dreamcancel.spreadshirt.com. Chat with us at Chatwing. Download the app on your phone. Shout out to Mexi KOF. Shout out to Team Chaos. Shout out to Roach and Najee. View the Dream Cancel forums on your phone via Tap or Talk. Shout outs to Video Game XD. What other shout outs we have? I think that's kind of it for right now. Lone Star Munition. Houston, Texas, November 14th. KOF Battle Royale, November 14th in Brooklyn, New York. Was that
Next Level Arcade?
Next Level Arcade. How much pop bonus, Malik?
500.
Ooh, man, that's a lot. Top 8 payout, $25 entry fee for KOF 13. Other games are $5. More information, just go on Dream Cancel, then you'll find the Facebook event page. NEC 16 is going to be in Philadelphia. December, was that 11th, 12th?
11th through 13th.
11th through 13th.
Yep. 3 days.
Really, really big pop bonus. You're going to pay in the top 8 for KOF 13 if you're in the area. Or if you're not from the area, if you want to go to Philadelphia and play KOF 13 there, go ahead and go. Fioretica 2015 and Costa Rica. If you're in that area, go ahead and play. They're part of the tournament as part of the circuit. And oh yeah, Winter Showdown 3, where the Dream Cancel Cup Finals will be held. This is going to be in North Glen, Colorado, February 20th and 21st. So yep, get your tickets ready. There is a Facebook event page, where you can get more information when things start really solidifying as far as like registration and stuff like that. Pre-registration, I mean. And yeah, that's about it. So I want to thank everybody for joining us on this really spur of the moment show. We're going to be back next week, maybe in the middle of the week, and then we can really hype up KOF Day, where we're going to have a couple really good KOF tournaments that are going to be held in the United States, all on the same day, where we can just push out KOF and also help out with the Dream Cancel Cup that's going to be in February. So I want everybody to stay tuned for that. We're going to post up a day or and a time for people to check out the podcast, and then give people more information on when times they're going to check out the streams if they want to watch Lone Star Ammunition 3, and if they want to also watch together KOF Battle Royale that's going to be in New York.
Just make tabs, man. Just let's say do multi tabs. That's what we do.
Multi Twitch. You ever use that?
Multi Twitch. Oh yeah, that's right. That's that too.
Yeah, yup. I like using that. It's real dope. So yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you liked the episode, give it a thumbs up on Facebook, Twitter, or give it a like on Twitter. I don't think they do favorites anymore. Give it a thumbs up on YouTube. If you have any questions or comments, post them up. I know a lot of people have a lot of thoughts on the trailers and stuff like that for KOF 14. People are kind of going in right now. All I'm saying is that I wanted to see more, and I am excited for it. I would like to play it, and if it is what it is when it comes out, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So yeah, that's really about it. Want to just again, thanks to everybody for watching. See y'all next time, and peace.
Good night.